Howdy doody everybody, my name is KevGuuey and welcome to Winter Novel. Winter Novel is a visual novel game and I don't really do that much visual novels for this channel, and that's why I have my KevGuuey anime channel. The link will be down below in the descriptions to that channel for all the visual novel needs. And what this game intrigued me was the fact that the description actually caught my eye, and the style of this game. This game's all in C, I believe. I think this is C, yeah. And the description says, snow, dullness, depression, constant dissatisfaction with work and superiors and feeling like there is no escape. Is this what life will always be? Perhaps, but I can always hope for change to be just around the corner. And this game comes out today, so you guys can check out this game for yourself. The link will be down in the description to their Steam store page. And I just want to talk about this for a little bit, but I have dealt with depression before. I've had depression, and that's why this game kind of caught my eye, because of the fact that it does talk about depression, and is this all what it is just monotony and dissatisfaction with things you do. And I've dealt with that myself, and I oh man, it's a tough thing to deal with, because you feel worthless all the time. You feel you really aren't happy about anything. You're at rock bottom and you're just so sad. You feel like a huge sense of sadness that just doesn't go away regardless of what you do. And nothing really matters, and it's all horrible. It feels so horrible. And I dealt with that. I dealt with it during university when I went to nursing school, and I felt like I felt really pressured of trying to make my parents proud, make people proud of me, just to do this awesome thing, because I wanted to help people, and I thought nursing was the only way for me to do that, because I just wanted to help people. And that was the first major I went into, and that was the one I decided before high school. And I was so pressured and stressed out from the workload and all of the, I guess, the studying that really impacted me a lot. And not that I didn't like not that I didn't like studying and all of that, but a lot of the nurses that I know actually don't really use like 90% of what they learn, and it's all hands-on work, like clinicals. I loved clinicals. Clinicals is when you go to hospitals or I think retirement homes and yeah, pretty much like that. And you can also sometimes go to prison to do some clinical stuff, which is very interesting. I didn't get a chance to do that, but because you had to sign up really early for it. But I've heard people talk about interesting stuff that happens there, and that I love that kind of stuff. But a lot of the things that I did in clinicals, did help learning from the classes, but it really impacted me a lot from all the other stuff that I didn't really want to, I guess, focus on, because it didn't really help with what I wanted to go towards. Like I saw a straight line to what I wanted to do, and that was what was that? Oh no, I forgot the word. But anyways, there's something, and then I was just so stressed out. I couldn't deal with it. It was so tough, and you need to seek help. I seeked help. I knew what was happening to me, and I seeked help. So please, if you have depression, please seek help, and look for that help. Talk to your family, because depression is something that people don't really understand. And, if they don't understand, how would they really know what's going on if you don't tell them, And, people are understandable now, and just please seek help. But right now, we are doing winter novel, so let's go right in. I did have an issue before. I tried loading it up, and it just crashed. But thank goodness the developers had let me know that they fixed it, and I want to thank the developers for doing that. And farther from the screen, the better view. Right-click or press page up to return to the previous phrase. Right-click or page up. Okay, so... Ooh. Interesting. No. Snow, 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 and snow again. Oh my gosh, this is pretty awesome. Like, oh my gosh, you really have to back up. You really have to back up from the screen and then see the actual picture. This is awesome. It's cold and gloomy out there. Some people like the snow. For them, snow means New Year fun. Snowball fights, sled rides, snowmen, snow women. Whoa, hi. I need to back up. Okay, I can kind of see it now. All right. Sveta. Oh, it's a girl. But I've never liked it. Except for during my early childhood, when Santa Claus was real and the gifts were interesting. Interesting? What do you mean by that? But all this is in the past. I felt it especially hard when I started to live on my own. Oh, she's sad now. Since then, almost every winter evening, I feel alone. Aw. Get out there! Find that man of your dreams. I have some friends, of course. I always have fun with them when we're together. Oh, she just teleported. But do I really have any close friends anymore? Aw. I did have two true friends, Vitaly and Lena. Lena recently married and moved to the other side of the city. She rarely has time to see old friends these days. Well, you live on the other side of the city. Wait, how big is the city? Couldn't you just go and, see her? Vitaly gave up his dream of being a rock star, dressed up in a suit, and is now climbing the corporate ladder in another city. Oh. Since then, life has become dull and gray for me. Of course, you can go meet new people. You can! Have fun, relax, dance, enjoy people's company. But everyone I meet when I go out are boring and shallow. Are you assuming or accusing everybody of being that? Or both? I wish I could find people with similar interests. Oh, maybe that's what Google is for. People with similar interests. And back to work tomorrow. Sometimes I wonder where the word work came from. Probably some person that said it. Seems to me somehow it's more like slavery. Okay, well, it's a bit different, Sveta. Slavery is you don't get any pay or anything in return for what they do. Oh, and work, you get paid. So that's a big difference there, Sveta. Nothing ever changes. I'd better go to bed. Ellipses. Oh, is that my computer? We're in the Matrix there. Ugh. Green. Vlad. Oh. I'm a guy. Ah, you morons. Learn to play the game properly. Yes, you. Oh, the Rager. How is it my fault that you're getting lag? Lag. Damn, why do I constantly end up with newbies on my team? Yeah, that's what I always say. Except I'm the newbie. Dang it. Yeah. Mindos. Ah, Mindos. Ugh. Call stack address. call Gil Bates. Control G, Alt Y, T, Shift R, delete, print screen. Again? Ah, stupid machine. Blue screen's the worst. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. I need to read this. This was called from by Voltract Satan. It is not possible to continue indefinite. Possible solutions. Oh. Interesting. So Satan is corrupting your computer, huh? It seems. Oh, is that me? I'm handsome looking. Little, droopy-eyed there. But, nonetheless. That does it. I'm done. Time for a coffee break. Yeah, I don't think you need any more coffee. You're kind of raging a lot. Calm down, sir. Whoops. I had no idea it was that late already. I'm going to be a mess tomorrow. Oh, wow. Time to drink coffee. And what about the weather? Look at the weather. It's too snowy. Oh my gosh, it's too snowy. Some snow, they said. No, too much snow. Is it? I don't know. Oh, that's a better view. Snow, 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 and snow again. It's dead quiet out there. Am I wasting my life here? I can sit back and play games now, but what about my future? Maybe it's time for a change? Find a permanent job? Ugh, give myself a headache here. You don't know anything about headaches, sir. Back to the computer before I drive myself insane. Ellipses. In the bank. The bank? Oh. Is this Sveta's job? Or is she just going to the bank? Of course, you can make use of our services at any time. Oh, she works here. Okay. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye. I'm sick and tired of those stupid people. People have told me that I shouldn't be in customer service. Really? But I thought I knew better than them. What an idiot. Oh, I also recently found out, or read, apparently online customer service people can see whatever you're typing. Before you hit enter to send, they can read whatever you're typing, which is very interesting. So they know how to respond to you much faster, which is kind of interesting is all I gotta say. That's what I found out. So today I learned. But I thought I knew better than them. What an idiot. And now I have to serve this arrogant lot day after day because of this. I wish I hadn't declined when they offered me that position in procurement. Procurement? What is that? I forgot what that was. Hello, how can I help you? Oh, Vlad. That's the guy. I wanted to say that's me. Maybe it is me. Hi, I would like to. Well, a nice young man again. Ooh. Another one of those narcissistic idiots who don't care about anyone but themselves. Okay, maybe that's the issue with right now. Is that you make quick assumptions, you judge people, you don't feel optimistic, and maybe that's why. Oh, that's not good. Don't be like that. Be optimistic. Don't judge people. Don't judge people by, don't judge the book by its cover. I was gonna say the person of the cover, but that didn't make any sense. All right, here we go. And again, I have to wear that smile on duty, which looks so idiotic. And I have to listen to him with a straight face and provide him our set answers. I'm so tired of all this. Can you help me? Oh, sorry. Could you repeat that, please? Well, why did I bother asking if she's not going to listen in the first place? Oh man, isn't it her job to help customers? Ugh, this girl. Ugh. Wait, I thought I pressed enter. Alright. Now I'm standing here wasting my time with her. I've got enough problems without adding to them. I think I'll use the services of another bank. Bye. Wait, please, maybe I can still help you? Well, I've lost another customer. Again. Oh. Bad for the resume. Which means another lecture from the supervisor again. What the heck? Random, get out of here! Freaking, oh. Where did this tiny gnat come from? As if it's my fault that the bank never has enough employees. It's really not my job to just stand here and listen to all these people. But you're customer service, you are. Did you read the descriptions? Did you read the fine print? As it is, I should be on holidays now. This is the third year in a row that I haven't had a Christmas vacation. Maybe you should have went. All these little things keep piling up and making my life hell. I should stop brooding about it. The weather is really fine today. It is? I don't know, it's gray. I really get a chance to go out and enjoy such a beautiful day. It was snowing hard yesterday, but today it's like a warm spring afternoon. Are you sure? I mean, you're dressing pretty warmly, it seems. Okay, I've decided. It's too fine a day to travel home by bus, so I'll walk instead. Alright, you big old smiley man with one tooth. At least I'll get some fresh air. Besides, not that far to go. It's just 2 blocks down. Ellipses. Yuck, slush, disgusting. The weather is awful. Ooh, see? Ooh, different views here. The boss forced me to walk these documents over to the other side of the city. Maybe you can see your friend now. Why me? Half of the other workers at the bank have their own cars. Why not ask them? It's probably because you scared away the other customer. There's no transport at all. Maybe the walk is not such a bad alternative. But do I really have to put up with all this mud and slush as well? All I see is gray and EP in the snow. I don't know what that is. Where are those beautiful days I enjoyed in my youth? The sun was always warm and shining, birds singing in the trees. Sounds like global warming. Okay, I'll get there somehow. It's my fault that I'm out here anyway. Later that evening. Whoa, these people look different. I guess, how great was it that we finally made it to the cafe today? I even breathed fresh air a bit. I haven't been anywhere for a long time. The supervisor won't even let me go on vacation. Sveta, you're the great mother. My sympathies. Oh, by the way, have you heard what's happened recently? Oh, okay. Ellipses. Maybe I shouldn't have been so angry with that girl earlier today. It looked like she was just having a bad day. We all have those. We do. What am I worrying about that for? And why am I playing online? Time to get to work. Glad I'm able to work from home on the net. What do you do? I don't know what you do. What does he do? You aren't bothered by anyone. Have coffee breaks when you want. Work at your own pace. Well, that is kind of true with the not being bothered by anyone, more or less. And coffee breaks, you know, work at your own pace. Now that's a different story. There's a set schedule for me every day. That night. I'm glad that day is over. Finally, I'm home. Time to make tea, then read a book in bed and just forget the whole day. I wish I was one of the heroes in my books. You can do whatever you want, and the best thing of all, you know that you're going to have a happy ending. How do you know they're gonna have a happy ending? How do you know, after the last page they didn't just step on a rock and then died? How do you know? And their worlds are much more interesting than this dull frozen reality. If only I could be there, not here. That's a very negative view. You gotta enjoy the moment. Enjoy right now. I know they're products of someone's imagination, but they are so wonderful compared with my life. Oh man, stop it, Sveta. What the heck is that? What's happening here? Is that someone sleeping on the street? In the house? Where is that? I don't know. And often only in a dream does one return to their childhood. Oh, she's sleeping on her bed! I thought we were still walking or something. The only time where they can feel truly contented. Day 1, Monday. Wait, what? Day 1? Huh? Who's that? Oh, boss. My nephew surfed in the internet yesterday, made a comparative analysis of websites. He said that our site does not meet modern design trends and has very poor functionality. We need to fix this urgently. We must correspond at the highest level. All of our competitors think we are a laughing stock. So, Svetlana Borisovna, you will be assisting the programmer we'll be bringing in. But be warned, this is your last chance. If you can't deal well with customers, will you be able to deal with a single programmer? That's what I'm assuming. He's just very angry. If you can't, you know that the company does not need useless people. Yes, of course, I'll do my best. Ha, he can't dismiss me. I work like a slave from morning till night. Where would he find another idiot like me who would do this kind of work? A lot of people need work. So, you'll find someone else. Not that they're an idiot. They're putting too much on me. Are you sure? Later. Good morning, Svetlana Borisovna. I would like to introduce you to Vladislav Yuryevich. Oh, that's me! Oh, let's do it together. Oh. Vladislav will be dealing with the technical aspects of the site. Svetlana will control all the processes and be guiding the general direction of the project. Expert. What is that? That bar of silver. Our expert has provided me with a report on his analysis. Our website is fine overall, but some sections are requiring urgent updating. Not to mention, some of the contact information is completely out of date. We have to process these updates manually, so you'll have to work together to resolve this. Refer to the technical task list for more details. Vladislav Yuryevich, I understand that we're paying higher than the regular contract fee for this order. Why? We're needing this project completed as soon as possible. There's no room for error. But there's always error. You've got excellent references, so we've decided to hire you for this task. Don't disappoint us. Yeah, I know what he's thinking. Those references are the last thing that he's interested in. What do you mean? I can already see what's coming. They'll give me a huge task, expect it to be completed within a ludicrously short time frame, and then pay me a pittance for all of my hard work. Are you sure? They're bringing in a contractor because they know they can get away with paying me a quarter of the standard salary rate. But compared to my previous contracts, this order is really big. How big? Keep in mind the deadline is in 1 week. If you don't manage to do all the work, we will abort the project. 1 week? Uh-oh. Well, this update really is necessary. So if they get it finished on time, fine. I'll pay. But there's nothing to stop me from overloading them with additional requirements that they'll never be able to finish within the deadline. What an evil boss man. And in that case, according to the contract, we are perfectly within our rights to withhold all payments for the work provided. Wow, that's evil. Vlad hasn't noticed that clause in the contract. He signed it without a detailed look. That goof. Wow, see, that's why you gotta read the fine print, people. Read that fine print, even if it's a billion, paragraphs long. Ellipses. Ellipses. Oh, great. Here I am stuck with that inattentive girl from yesterday. This sucks. I'll have to do everything by myself. Of course, it's good when someone brings in a professional for this kind of work, and they trust him enough to allow him to use his own discretion. But I can already see it in their eyes that these people will all be like, I don't like this. Do it differently. It's nonsense. How can you work with it like that? And then I have to try and explain to them that acid green color is a bad choice for a corporate website. Yeah, that'd be really bad if the whole website was just green. Like bright green, acid green. What's happening now? And that you had to start from scratch, but when you've almost completed the project and they suddenly ask for all these changes. Not happening. If they don't give me a complete task list up front, they'll keep changing each step and I'll be stuck here until they finally make up their minds. I'm not having that. On the other hand, this order is very tasty. I actually get contracted for small orders, which don't pay much. Well, you know, this guy doesn't want to pay you at all, so you better just ask for that task list. And finally, here's my chance at a big paycheck. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Hi there. Sounds like we'll be working together. I'm looking forward to it. They've piled their work up on me again, and again I can't refuse because they can fire me at a whim if I do. What could I do if that happened? My work experience is next to nothing. I have to make a living somehow, pay the rent. Looks like I'll have to work with this complete jerk. Oh. He'll show us his true colors and probably end up being completely useless. And I'll end up having to do everything. Oh no. I'm so sick and tired of this. I've made up my mind. I'll make the boss give me my vacation time next week. Otherwise, I'll kick the bucket here. Hello. Yes, I'm looking forward to it as well. Let's start with the terms of reference. I hope they work together toward the end of the day. Oh. Well done. Good job. Yeah, at least we've now got a plan in place to work through. Yes, this will help us save time when we get started. Would you like some tea? Oh, tea! Yes, please, Svetlana. I just wanted to say that you are not only a professional, but you are also great to work with. You're very polite-o. Of course, it's part of my job to work with people. You smiling? Aww. That's great. Do you like it here? To be honest, I find it very difficult to work with people. Huh. I don't understand how you can do something that you don't like. What would you rather be doing? Yeah, what would you rather be doing? Me? I'd like to be a princess at court in a romance novel, or perhaps a magician fighting evil in a high fantasy. No. Okay, Svetlana, you gotta, you know, be realistic here. I don't think you can do any of those. Wow, you're fond of reading books like me? Wait, I read books? All we know is that, you know, I play the video games and got the blue screen from Satan. And you like the fantasy genre too? Who's your favorite author? Well, I have no favorite author as such. I read a great number of them. I've recently read Brinenkova. I liked it very much. Oh, same here. If she structured her stories properly, she would be at the top of the fantasy bestsellers list. Oh, here comes the boss. Let's get back to work. Evening. What the? Okay. I'm beat. It is still easier to deal with technology than with people. As always, it's easier working on the site itself than trying to work out exactly what the customer wants. Sveta looked exhausted. She overloaded there? Or maybe she just missed her lunch break. We read the same books. I'd never have guessed. She looks like an overdressed doll and nothing more. Well, that doesn't matter. The main thing is that there will be no problems. I can tell from my previous orders as soon as we're done, we're likely to never cross paths again. We have a lot of work ahead of us. I'll worry about that later. Now it's time for a game. Oh, I want to see what game. I'm exhausted. I'm fed up with all that. I can barely move. I came to work expecting it to be a regular day and ended up having to help with that garbage instead. Whoa. Who needs all these weird printouts anyway? And why am I the only one who has to run around doing these deliveries? What am I, a courier? But it's not enough to just deliver them. They don't like what you have brought or you're there too early. Too early? Or they end up not needing that stuff in the first place, and never a word of thanks. Bastards. Wow, she complains a lot and has a negative view on everything. Woo! 5 years of university and this is what I get for my efforts? What's the point in me writing up all these papers all night if they're no use to anyone in the first place? I'm furious. It's 9:30 already and I've still done nothing around the house because of my tiredness. Now I have to spend another whole weekend cleaning up. Oh. Doesn't sound good. Oh well, time for my book. I stopped at an interesting point yesterday. Day 2, Tuesday. Good morning, Miss Svetlana. Are you ready to get started? What's first on our list? Database structure. Good morning. Okay, let's begin. By the way, can you please not keep calling me Miss? Call me by name only. Svetlana, okay? Sure. Are you okay? You look really tired. I was up late reading a book I was really getting into. After a while. Okay, break time's over. We have to get back to work, otherwise we'll end up being behind schedule. This project has a huge task list, so I won't be doing what I've done with previous orders and process everything on the last day of submission. That's what you did. Svetlana, I'm back. Hello? Svetlana? Svetlana, are you okay? There's a big X mark there. What's up with her? Is she asleep? Got an achievement. It's just blank. Interesting. Aha, look at her. When she's asleep, she looks so happy. Damn, her boss is coming. You really get it if he sees her sleeping on the job. Svetlana, wake up! Their boss is coming this way! Hey, wake up! A little louder. Sveta! Get up! Please! Come on, Sveta! Wow, hello. How's everything going? Good afternoon. The project is in full swing. We're currently working on the database. Excellent. Sounds like you're working hard. And what about Svetlana? Is she asleep? No. No, I am not. How could you even think I'd do that? I've just been looking for my pencil under the table. Well then, carry on. And don't forget about the deadline. You're underneath the desk? What? Weird. Okay. Well, Sveta. You've really taken sleeping on the job and turned it into an art form, haven't you? What about you, Vlad? Someone's bound to notice eventually if you keep taking these little breaks from work all the time. Well, I can't help it. I'm used to working alone at home, so I've never had to worry about supervisors watching my every move. Oh. Get used to it fast. The one thing you must always remember when around our boss is to look like you're constantly working like a dog. You need to learn how to manage your time and make sure to find time for rest. Yeah, maybe. Is it just me or are we a lot more relaxed with each other after that whole thing with the boss? Ooh. Oh, definitely the first step to becoming a team. Yay! Teamwork! Anyway, let's get back to work. We haven't checked the database structure yet. The end of the working day. This is hopeless. We don't have enough time to finish all of this. Come on, Sveta. This is just our second day. There's still plenty of time to get this done. If I have to, I'll work through the night before the submission deadline to make sure everything is finished. I've done that plenty of times before. Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing to say. Really? Are you sure? Here, take a good look at the task list. We've got 800 or so pages to process. 100 or so pages? Not only do we have to make sure the database is sound, there's all this documentation that we need to update or add. Seriously? I usually process small orders. I'm not sure if I can manage this kind of workload. Well, that boss doesn't want to pay you. Well, I can tell you right now that at this rate, we definitely won't finish by the deadline. That's not good. And you know what that means? Yeah. What should we do? Well, I'd suggest that we put in some overtime, but the bank closes at 17:30 sharp, so that won't work for us. Oh, so they close at 5:30 p.m. Then I have an idea! Yes! Formally. Svetlana, are you free tonight? I would like to invite you to the cafe. So we can keep working, not on a date. Or something. Hee. Well, that is lost since you insist that I agree to go to the cafe with you. After all, time is very short, and if we don't manage to get our work in on time, there will be a lot of problems. Oh, yes. Well, that's great. Let's meet at 18:30 in the cafe near the circus. Okay, and don't forget to bring all the papers and a laptop. Wait, there's an indefinite circus in your town? Huh, I've never been to a circus before. Evening in the cafe. Looks like the same place. Wow, how did you know that in the evening this cafe is almost empty? You can work here in relative peace and quiet. This comes with being a freelancer. You get to know all the places where and when it's possible to work, in case you have to share a flat with somebody and can't work from home. Oh. Many people in this line of work first started when they were living in a hostel. It's almost impossible to work there, you know, yet a customer can call at any time. Hostel. Every time I think of that word hostel, I think of that movie. Scary, horrific movie. Very horrifying. That's why you have to be mobile. And the performance at the circus today has been quite popular, so most of the people are there watching it. What kind of circus? We'll get out of here when the performance ends. There will be crowds of people here afterwards. The performance finishes late, so we've got plenty of time. And to you, this just comes with the job? It's not as easy as I thought. I've always thought that you can just sit and click away with the mouse. It's not just clicking away on the mouse. I'm not sure if you've ever done the computers. Well, it always looks easy from someone else's perspective. Let's take these papers, for example. At first glance, it looks like all you need to do is follow the instructions step by step and you won't have any problems, right? Ooh. Seems like even a robot can handle it, but it's never that simple. There's a lot of work that goes into it which people not in the field can't understand. Well, yes, we need higher education, not just for showing off. By the way, you fell asleep at your desk today. You know. Why? Well, I was up reading till 3 a.m. again, and I must be at work at 8 o'clock. I didn't get enough sleep. Besides, I find it easier to work at night. Aha! Same here! I'm a night owl. I can't understand people who are early birds. Early birds. But what can I do? Every weekday we have to come to work by 8 o'clock sharp. I feel like a zombie every morning, but look on the bright side. I know the morning work routine so well I can practically do it in my sleep, so there's no harm in me being halfway there already. Hee. Well, hopefully the boss doesn't see that. Well, it's great that works for you, but that's certainly not for me. No way in hell! Okay, early riser. Let's get back to work. Cafe later that evening. Even after all we've done here tonight, we're still not going to have enough time to finish. There's just too much to get through. Sveta, take it easy. Okay, so we haven't taken a few things into account with our scheduling. It happens to everyone. We have enough work without all this. We've been at this for, 12 hours already? What was the point? I feel like we've hardly accomplished anything at all here. What are you talking about? We're slowly getting there. I think. Are we? Tomorrow we have to work at the same rate. I'm fed up. It's time to go home. I need to get some sleep, otherwise I won't be able to focus on anything at all tomorrow. Well, I guess you're right. But see you tomorrow. And don't read your book until 3 a.m. Wednesday, day 3. Morning. Morning. You look terrible. Were you up all night reading that book again? Were you? Oh well, I had to get some decent rest. I got home and pretty much crashed out on the bed. We might as well get started for the day. Were you reading the book then? You didn't answer the question. Sure, we'll continue with the documentation and see how the others go with the new structure. Here's the website team. How's it going? Everything wow? We've come across a few issues, but we're almost finished with troubleshooting them. We were working through them down at the cafe yesterday. Heck, sounds like they're ahead of schedule. So what are you saying? I should give them all promised money? Yeah, because I'm the boss. I don't keep all the money. I have to promise so much, and I could pay. We don't have the funds spare. We have a very lucrative contract. All the money has been allocated to it, so we just don't have it to pay the website workers. What's happening here? Fire? I need to add them more work now. Then they could not get in on time. And the problem will be solved. By the way, Svetlana, something's come up. We have our annual tax verification coming up, and I need your assistance with that right away.
But Vladislav can't do this without me.
Sure he can. He's a smart guy. I think he'll be fine.
Okay then, let's get this done as soon as possible so I can get back to work here.
Yes, of course. Let's get to it. She's going to take on so much, she'll be swamped. By the way, Svetlana, have you prepared that monthly report for tomorrow's meeting?
Heck, that damn report, I haven't even started it. With all this project work, I haven't had the time to even think about it.
What? What project work? I mean, what paperwork?
Of course it's ready, it's my responsibility.
Okay, I'll look forward to your review tomorrow morning. Closer to dinner time.
Vlad, your work is really dropping behind. Did something happen?
Nothing.
So what's the problem?
I'm just tired.
Well, pull yourself together, okay?
Hi. Got an achievement. Another blank one. Yeah.
Don't give me that yeah response. You got that spaced out look again. Look, it's almost dinner time. So how about you take an early break and get out for a walk? The fresh air will help you focus on work when you get back.
Okay. Dinner! Yay!
Vlad's not back yet. He shouldn't be too far away.
After dinner.
He's really taking his time.
The end of the working day.
That does it. I can't do all this myself. I'm phoning his mobile. Damn, he's not answering.
Uh-oh. Evening. Phone conversation.
Vlad, why didn't you answer my call earlier?
Sorry, I thought...
Thought? Do you even know what time it is?
No. What?
Wake up, blockhead. There's an evening long ago. You leave in the morning. I can't work on the site without you.
Oh, it's that late already? I hadn't noticed. What were you doing, Vlad?
Okay, what's going on with you? I'm really worried.
To be honest, I don't usually deal with this kind of workload. I'm used to working from home by myself with no set schedule. All I've ever had to do is get my work done on time. But there's always been plenty of time before the cutoff date. Not like this project, which the boss isn't gonna pay him, me, that's me, yes.
So what, you're feeling a bit worn down is all. You'll be back to your normal self in no time.
Sorry, did you say something? I missed that.
There you go, spacing out on me again. Look, things aren't that bad, okay? Yes, we have a lot of work to do and not much time to do it, but we can handle it, right? Then after we're finished here, not only will you have a big payday, you also have built up a reputation for being an excellent developer. That's got to be a worthy goal, don't you think?
Always gotta have a goal, people. Always gotta have a goal.
Does all that really matter? Maybe I should stick with what I know. You really believe that? You want your life to change, right? Well, this is your chance. I know it's a big step, but if you keep pushing it forward, I can guarantee that all that we've done here will be worth it. We just have to keep at it. If you quit now, then nothing will change.
Yeah, maybe you're right. This is probably my best shot at changing my life.
There you go. You're sounding better already. Everything will be fine.
Wow, she's feeling very optimistic lately. Yeah, I don't want to have people think I'm a whiner. Just wish we could squash the amount of work we have flat. Yeah, when there's a lot of work, it's super tough. That's why you gotta get ahead. Can't just wait until the last second, Vladimir.
Thank you for the pep talk, Sveta. I really needed that. Thank you. My pleasure. I expect to see you in full fighting form tomorrow.
Absolutely.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.
Well, Vlad's feeling better, but that really took it out of me. I've convinced him to keep going. Now I just have to believe this will all work out myself.
Huh. Day 4, Thursday. That was a butt. That was weird. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, one more month of hard work has come to an end. All of you have been working very hard, and now I would like each of you to present your report about your achievements and results of work. Okay, let's get down to business. We'll start with Svetlana.
I'm so tired. That's odd. When I'm up reading late at night, I feel fine in the morning.
What? Are you sure?
And even though I'm not going to bed earlier, I feel like I'm getting no sleep at all. Oh, she's going to bed early. Okay. Why won't this fatigue go away? This blasted meeting, I shouldn't have to be here. Never mind, I'll just sit here and let everyone else do the talking. I shouldn't be bothered by anyone. Except the boss.
Svetlana Borisovna, are you still with us? Would you be so kind to present your report for the last month?
Yeah? Oh sure, this month I have made progress with. I can just read out the report and then I can take it easy for the rest of the meeting. I had no idea that presenting a report was so easy compared with preparing one. That concludes my report.
Excuse me? What was that? That's all? Is that some kind of joke? Where's the rest of it? What about those tasks from last month that you haven't finalized yet?
Oh. Well, we've been focused on the website, uploading the documents in.
That's no excuse. If you can't handle your workload, then you're not good enough to hold your position. Are you sure you should be sitting here with us and not in a closet with the cleaners? Unlike you, they seem to cope with their work.
But the figures for last month are almost on target.
Almost? We're talking about the previous month, and from what I can tell so far, you're already falling behind with this current month's work. Absolutely disgraceful. Department manager, what is your opinion on Svetlana Borisovna's current performance?
Helen Sergeyevna. I can't say that she's bad at her job, but perhaps she's too young to maintain focus on priorities. But to think that she was found sleeping at her workstation, that's awful. I was not sleeping. I'm always putting in my best at work.
Alright, that's all for today for you, Svetlana. You're excused from the rest of the meeting. I want you to go out and have a good long think about what you are doing. Let me remind you that we don't need employees that can't cope with their responsibilities. I hope you understand what will happen if you keep missing your quota.
Ellipses. Sveta, what happened? Your eyes are all red. Have you been crying? No, I'm not. Nothing happened. Don't give me that. I can see something's wrong. What is it? Hey, why do you care? It's not like it affects you.
What do you mean, why do you care? Of course I do. We're a team.
So what? That doesn't mean you get the right to poke your nose into my business. Oh, you're crying. Your eyes are red.
I mean, usually eyes red is bad thing. Usually dergs. Bad dergs. Don't do dergs, people.
Sveta, come on. This isn't like you. I'm sorry. My boss was shouting at me for most of the meeting today, and I'm now an absolute wreck. Sorry, I lost my temper at you like that. Do you mind if I have a break? I should be fine after I settle down with a coffee.
Sure, and try not to worry about it too much. I'm sure everything will work out just fine.
I wish I had your confidence.
Hey now, what's happened to the woman who was doing all that reassuring on the phone last night? Come on, everything will be fine. Okie dokie.
Let's take a good look here. Do you really think we can get all of this done on time?
Yes, we can't be optimistic. What other choice is there? We keep at it, and we'll make it happen.
I really do wish I had your self-confidence. Okay, let's get back to it. Even this section about our company needs to be changed.
Really? But is there only like 2 words or something? Good bank. After a couple of hours.
Vlad, what the heck are you doing?
I'm just working through the...
What do you mean? I told you that you should make the structure according to the project plan.
When was that? Monday? Remember, we have never finished it and agreed to discuss it later.
What's so unclear here? Just stick with the program until we get to where we left off.
Okay, you're right. I'm a little off today. I'll go and get some air, okay? I promise I won't be gone long.
Okay, but be quick, please. We've still a lot of work ahead of us.
Affirmative. This unit will comply.
Get out of here, you comedian.
Sveta's absolutely worn thin. She's completely snowed under with her work. I wouldn't have thought her boss would do that to her. I have to help her somehow. If she keeps enduring this kind of pressure, she's going to fall apart. She's so stressed out with worry that she can't concentrate on anything. There's got to be something I can do to help set her mind at ease. After half an hour, here I am.
What took you so long? I've been stuck here buried in all this work.
Private Vlad, reporting for duty.
Enough for the jokes already. Sit down and get back to work. We're running out of time as it is.
Just a second, Sveta. I bought a little gift for you. I'm sure you'll like it.
Oh, hey, how did you know that I like milk chocolate?
Chocolate milk?
Didn't I tell you? I'm the greatest magician in the world. I have knowledge and power beyond imagining. All right here. Actually, I just noticed that all of your bookmarks are made from chocolate milk wrappers. Oh, that's good. Very observant, Vlad. Well, I'll have it later. Let's get back to work. No, you need to have it right now! Huh? Why? Because... Come on, Sveta, you didn't even get a break for lunch. Well, okay then. Thanks for this, Vlad. Great, I'll go make us some coffee. But she has her milk. Toward the end of the working day. Finally, we're making some headway. In the past hour, we put in as much work as we did all of yesterday. Yeah! Excuse me, Vladislav, but could you help me for a moment? Something is wrong with my PC and our help desk officers are away on a business trip. Sorry, I'd like to help, but I just don't have enough time. But tomorrow I need your hand in some documents that are stored on the hard drive. Okay, Vlad, go and help her. Oh, it's a woman? I didn't know that. I can handle things by myself for a while. Sveta, are you sure? Yeah, should be fine if it doesn't take too long to help out. Okay, I'll be back soon. Have you tried restarting the modem? After half an hour. Vlad's been gone for ages. I hate to admit it, but it's not as easy to get through this without him here. We're a lot faster working together as a team. That's why you're in a team. This is taking too long. I wonder how Sveta's doing. I better hurry this up. Hurry, restart, modem, restart. Took another half an hour. What's wrong with me? I wish Vlad would come back soon. Maybe he's not as bad as I thought he was. Alright, that's it. No more. I've helped out enough for one day. It's high time I get back to Sveta. 10 minutes later. What is that picture of? Oh, she's reaching for something. I thought something else was happening. Hi, Sveta. Sorry I'm so late. That's okay. I'm still working through everything. Did you get much done? Not much at all, I'm afraid. It's a lot easier when you're here to help. Well, not to worry. We'll knuckle down and push through the rest this afternoon. Hopefully. After half an hour. I think I overestimated myself. I'm exhausted. We've been here half an hour and we've barely done anything at all. Did you guys just sit there? Yeah, and we don't have the time left to do much more today anyway. Good point. Let's go home. Tomorrow we can start fresh. Good. See you tomorrow then? See you tomorrow. Together. Tomorrow is another day. Day 5, Friday. What a beautiful Friday. I continue to overload the web team. They won't be able to make the deadline. A genius. I'm an absolute evil genius. Alright, Svetlana, have you finally prepared the debt report that you didn't present at yesterday's meeting? But what about the website? Isn't that more important? Today is the last day and we need time to finish it. I see. Nonetheless, the bank won't put the rest of your duties on hold just because you're having difficulties managing your work. You must see everything through. If you can't, don't bother starting in the first place. Are these reports really that important? As you've said, they've already overdue. Is one more day going to matter? That's just it. They're past due by a whole week. Svetlana, do you not understand that it's because of you that the final report for the entire bank is overdue? Do you not understand what kind of cost these delays can cause? That's it. Twist the knife in and let her own conscience do the tormenting for me. Of course, it's her fault that we passed the submission date for the final report. But given that the terms of agreement we have ensure no penalty costs, what does it matter? But there is still no excuse for such tardiness. Although this does give me an opportunity to delay her and miss the deadline for making the site. But I have no idea I was causing so much problems. I'll fix this. I'll make up for everything. Well then, see that you do. Good morning, Sveta. How are you feeling? Up and ready to get started? We've just got the finishing touches to do with the structure now. Touches? I don't know why I said touches. Hey, what's this? I don't like seeing that look in your eyes. What's happened now? Oh no, is it red? No, it's nothing. Really, I just ran into the chief earlier and he was going on and on about how important Theo's blasted finance reports are. Now I shouldn't have any problems with getting them done. And he's right, you know. All you have to do is make sure your calculations are correct. And that takes time to review, and there's not enough time to do that and work on the website. But it turns out that because of me, the final report is overdue by more than a week.
And you believed all his bluster was real? Come on, Sveta, don't you know that's what a lot of bosses do? They have this crazy idea that it helps people work more efficiently when they're intimidated. That is kind of true, that I feel like a lot of people do that. And that does not help anybody at all. It doesn't.
But the final report hasn't been provided yet.
So what? Do you think that's all your fault? We have been working hard for a whole week, completely focused on the website. And so far as I can tell, copies of your data are stored on a backup server at the accounting department as well as on our own PC. So if anyone needs to access your work, they can get hold of it from there.
But what if the backups are wrong? No one else reviews them, so it's my responsibility to make sure that they are completely accurate.
Wait, no one else reviews them? No one reviews them? What the heck? What kind of bank is this?
If there is an error that was missed in a final report, I don't want to think about what would happen then.
Look, if you think that these reports are really important, then how about you just take the time out to get them done now? Once they are done with, we can get back to working on the site together.
Come to think of it, we've created a lot of documentation which I just need to add to the data management system.
That's a one-person job, so this is perfect timing.
Are you sure? Okay, I'll be back before you know it.
I wonder what's really bothering her. Yesterday we worked quite well together and she was fine, even with all the problems with her boss. So why is she so on edge today? I need to find a better way to keep her spirits up. Sveta. Here you are. Here's my little website expert. We have a bank audit coming up, so you need to complete these forms here right away. We need to get this done immediately. If it's overdue, not only will the bank receive a considerable fine, the employees' wages will be affected.
But...
No, bots, this is very urgent. Also, when you finish, come over to my office. I have some questions for you regarding last month's reports.
Okay.
An hour later. These forms are so complicated, and of course I have to drop everything and get them done right away. Come on, Sveta, get it together. The boss wants to see you afterwards, too. Remember, whatever he says to you, everything is going to be fine. We will have plenty of time to complete the website, then we've got the weekend to relax afterwards.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Okay, this is bugging me. The more I think of it, the more I'm convinced that the boss is setting up Sveta to fail. If that keeps happening, she could very well give up and quit. Oh, good thinking, Vlad. Good thinking, me. Svetlana, I've had enough. I've had enough of having to deal with your problems all day, but they just keep building up.
What do you mean? What's happened now?
You very well know what volume of cash flows we deal with on a daily basis and how tightly we have to monitor them. So how can you allow yourself to make all these mistakes? These are customers' money we're talking about here, you know. Here, look, the data we have in your report does not match the final figures.
How can that be? I verified everything.
Really? So what happened then? From what we can tell, you used yesterday's exchange rates instead of today's listed rates. What were you thinking?
That can't be right. Every time before I begin my calculations, I check the current exchange rate through the computer.
How could you have done that when the network was down? The connection failure icon wasn't clear enough for you.
But...
no more excuses. For the next 3 months, you lose your bonus. Consider yourself like that's all I'm doing. Now get out of my office and don't bother coming back to work for the rest of the day. Wow, this boss is super evil. Oh no, she's crying. Sveta, achievement unlocked. What? We're crying? That's not good. Sveta? By the time I worked out what was going on, she had already left. The boss keeps putting on so much strain on her. She's always looking so stressed out. How could he keep doing that to her? Well, I hope she doesn't take it too much to heart. I did warn her that sort of attitude was typical behavior of a lot of bosses I've met. Oh, he's met. Oh, okay. From what I can tell, she's not used to having to deal with these kinds of pressures. Alright then, in the meantime I'll do what I can here. When Sveta gets back later, she should be happy with our progress. When I worked during high school time, I've had bosses that were very rude. And I've had bosses that were very nice. So it can go both ways. But I do like the bosses that are nice. An hour later. I wonder what's keeping her. Oh well, I'll keep at it. 2 hours later.
Okay, this isn't like her. She's been gone 2 hours now. If she's not back in the next half hour, I'm going to go look for her. Half an hour later. Dang it, those people look like butts. Where's Svetlana? I saw her running out of the boss's office earlier. It looked like she was in tears. Yeah, you can't be a real tyrant. No one has seen Sveta since then, I don't think. So what's happened? Why is the boss so angry with her? Actually, Svetlana isn't the only one who gets bullied by her boss. Seems to be his favorite hobby to find the smallest mistake made by someone and blow it out of proportion. Especially with the young employees. Those who can't bear it soon quit, but he soon gets tired of it and stops bothering you if you just put up with it and keep working. How can you put up with someone like that? This kind of thing happens everywhere, so you just do. I need to do something to help her. Like what? I don't know. I just want to be able to support Sveta through all this, but she's not answering my calls. Have you tried her home number? That's probably where she's gone. The boss expelled her today. I've tried her at home already, and there's been no answer. Wait, what do you mean expelled? Did he fire her? No, he's not that much of a monster. He was probably just lecturing her about office responsibilities and keeping a professional attitude, like he always does. And then sent her off to consider her phones. Very few bosses would send an employee home in the middle of the day, but ours does when he gets angry enough. Damn it! I need to find her. Where does she live? I'm sorry, but we can't divulge any personal information about our employees. But I want to help her! And how are you going to do that? I don't know yet. Look, what if you make things worse? Maybe she just needs to be left alone for now. What? I didn't do anything wrong. But I've got to do something. I can't just sit here while she's going through all this by herself without any support. Righto there! Good man. I know everyone sees her as this cheerful and carefree person, but after working with her for the past week, I now know she's quite sensitive. She hides it quite well, though. Isn't it always better to have someone help cope with these kinds of problems? Why must she be the exception here? I don't want her to have to deal with this by herself. That's true. And now, maybe you really could help her. Let me get you her address. Half an hour later, near Sveta's door. Sveta, open up! It's me, Vlad! Come on, Sveta, I know you're there. Sveta, I'm not leaving until you open this door. What do you want? Here, I brought you a cactus. What? 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 He brought her a cactus. What? Why a cactus? What'd I do with a cactus? I don't even like them. Well, I know, but take a look at this. It's just got a cool haircut. And those notches look like eyes, but it's always frowning for some reason. Such a harsh little cactus. I think it just needs some company. I've been given flowers before, but a cactus? This is the first. This cactus is most certainly the leader of some unknown extraterrestrial civilization. You'd better take care of it now. I've heard that cacti remember everything. Everything. So when they come here to take over the world, you better make sure they know you are taking care of him. Extraterrestrial civilization? Well, if you look at it that way, you can see that it's got the same awful hairstyle as you. Hey, don't be like that. I combed my hair yesterday, I think. Scarecrow, come in. Drinking tea at the kitchen. Ooh. Okay, spit it out. Why cactus of all things? I just wanted to make you smile after what happened today. Saw this cactus and thought it was perfect thing to do just that. Yeah, today was just awful. Our boss is a real tyrant. No argument there. He just kept on and on about all these little things that went wrong over the past week and blamed me for everything. Do you know what that feels like? I can't even begin to imagine. And I swear that calculation error wasn't my fault, but he pinned the blame for that on me as well. Awful. Awful like the smell of his aftershave. And he keeps blowing things out of proportion. You know, it's been ages since I've had anyone to talk to like this. Thank you for coming by to see me. Yay, we helped! My pleasure anytime. So are you really agreeing with everything I've said? Of course not. But is that so important? The main thing is that I was here to listen. So what, you were just humoring me? Come here you, I'm going to beat you with this towel. What? You got to catch me first. Half an hour later at the apartment door. Okay, Sveta, it's getting late, so head on home. I'll see you at work tomorrow. Try to cheer up. Everything's going to work out fine. Okay, thanks again for coming by. Nobody has bothered listening to me, ever, not even my parents. No one cared about my achievements. Oh my goodness, that's so sad. And when I moved out and started living alone, everyone became a complete stranger. Friends meeting up at a cafe? Pfft. Everyone is only interested in themselves. Meeting up at the cafe was just an excuse to boast about something new that had happened or some expensive fad that they'd bought. It was all about who was doing better in their career or a new phone. You tried to talk about any problems, they appeared to be listening, even sympathetic. But underneath it all, you could tell they just didn't care. That's the worst feeling ever. Some were even happy to hear about how things were troubling you, made their lives look even more wonderful. Now those people are buttholes. Very huge, rude buttholes. If you had troubles in your life, it was all your own fault. You should stop burdening other people with your failures. No! That's what friends are for, to help you through troubles. If you had problems with your boss or how other people were treating you at work, again, it's all your fault that you're in such a position in the first place. But Vlad is different. He came around to see me, just to sit there and listen. I'm glad that I'm working with him now. Ooh, how long has it been since I had that much fun, just fooling around together, having a good laugh? See no tears or stress on Sveta's face, just a great big smile. Yes, she's still got a lot of problems to deal with. They're not going away overnight, but at least I was able to help her relax, get back to her normal self. Now she can put her troubles behind her and carry on. Day 6, Saturday. Well, it's good that there's only a few people in the bank on Saturdays. Most of the staff have the day off. There's only a few of the cashiers serving here. Yeah, you're right. Otherwise, we'd have to find somewhere else to sit and work. At least this way, there's next to no one here to bother us, is there? Except the boss. Yep, so anyways, where did we get up to yesterday? I can't remember. Then let's check our current archives. Archives. You're not wrong there. We've been at this for almost a week now, and there's enough working documents on the table here that archives suits them perfectly. Yeah, the scary thing is, what we have written down is only the current data. All of the rest of our work is electronic format now. That's for sure. Okay, let's check where we left off. Half an hour later. We've been here half an hour already and we've hardly made any progress. Yeah, the past week has been hell, but the end is on the horizon. We just had to push through the rest of this. Yeah, half an hour later. We've already been here for an hour and only worked for about 5 minutes. What? That's not good. This isn't going to work. Let's switch tasks. Good idea. Maybe the change will help motivate us. And just to make sure that we don't get in each other's way, I think we should work on separate items. At least then one of us will be able to keep focused. Sounds good. I've got a couple of changes I need to do in the data management system. Okay, now recheck those papers so they can't blame me for any errors again. We rushed through them this time, so I just want to make sure we didn't miss anything. It's better this way. I just can't get motivated this morning. This way I won't disturb Sveta. My mind keeps wandering. I'm too exhausted to even think about work, but we have to. We are almost finished here. Work, Sveta, work. You'll get a huge Christmas bonus from this. Maybe. Or it'll be like last year, where I was hoping to take a trip to the coast with my bonus, but there was only enough for me to treat myself to a cafe meal. Selfish goons. That's it? To a cafe meal? That's so horrible. I haven't been to the beach in ages. Warm sun, soft sand. No, stop this. Work. I need to think about work. An hour later. So how are you doing over here? I just can't seem to get together at all today. Yeah, me too. It's like we both hit a wall today, no matter what we try. Anyway, it's nearly time for lunch and the bank also closes at noon. It does? What's happening here? I don't know. Well, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we can focus on work while we're somewhere else. What do you mean? I think we should try working from home for the rest of the day. We should be able to relax and concentrate more easily there, I think. Sounds good. There's no point in us sitting around here anymore anyway. And if either of us needs something, the other is just a phone call away. At home. Oh, I thought they were gonna work at one of their houses, I guess. But yes, okay. Working from home will make for a nice change. You can just kick back in your old sweatpants, have your favorite old mug sitting on the table next to you, get up for refills at any time, and no one to bother you. Phew, glad to be home. This will make things easier. And when there's nobody around paying attention, you can afford to relax a bit. Half an hour later. Yep, you guys have uploaded a great video there. Well done! Thank you! I had no idea I missed out on so much news this week. I'm feeling better already. Time for me to get back to work. Oh, there's a new line of my favorite perfume. How lovely. I already want it. But that's for later. Now back to work. I've been home for half an hour already and haven't started. Yeah, gotta get that work and don't disappoint your teammates. Gotta do your part of the job. Another half an hour. Wow, that was a great round, everyone. But that's it for me. I promise to get some work done today. Yeah, maybe they should have went to one of the houses, I think. Sveta likes to be working hard already, and here I am playing around. Maybe working from home wasn't such a great idea. It's hard to get started. I come home and all I want to do is relax. Vlad has probably done what was on his to-do list already, but I haven't done a thing. Another half an hour passes. So, here I should be adding this in there. I should do that instead. I haven't got those confused, have I? Yeah, this is unclear. Without Sveta around to help, I'll have to call her. Getting through this paperwork is all well and good, but we really need to work on the website. And Vlad is the only one who really understands the process. I'll have to call him. Sveta, you remember that page we were having problems with a while ago? Can you remind me if we were keeping it as is or changing it? We should definitely change it, but not go as far as you suggested earlier. By the way, what format options are allowed? Just take a look in the folder with our previous work. There should be some examples you can use there. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you. So admit it, Vlad. You've already done everything, haven't you? And you're just humoring me with these questions? I wish. I still can't pull it together and focus on work. Barely sat down to get started when I saw I can't do it at all. So, how about you? Pretty much the same as you, but I don't know what we can do. Do we keep going like this, or is there something else we can try? Go to each other's houses, or one of the houses. I can't think of anything. Let's keep at it for now. Give you a call later, okay? Okay, bye. One more half an hour. I've always worked alone and been happy to do so. Nobody around to interrupt you, nobody to get on your nerves, and you can focus on the task at hand. The only negative is that there's no backup or support if you need it. I've only been working with Sveta for a week, but I'm already so used to her being there. I remember how moody she was when we first met. It's funny how things change. She's certainly not like that, especially when she's focusing on the job. Her methods are a little unorthodox, but she certainly gets results. The week has passed and I've had next to no customers or client contacts. There's no need to put on that idiotic smile, put on that polite facade. At first glance, all I had to do was deal with the project. Nothing's ever as simple as it first seems, though. I tried just dealing with the document, but that didn't work out well. I got tired of it very quickly. When I'm working with Vlad, everything changes. Vlad's always listening to me, asking for my advice and paying attention to everything I tell him. Makes me feel important. Aww. And working with him makes me feel more confident. When you know that somebody needs you for your knowledge, help, and support, it's easier to think about work. Yeah, get that support. Vlad is always considering my decisions, even my more reckless ones, and even accepts some of those. If he doesn't like my advice or decision, he always explains why. I remember when I took him for being some conceited turkey when we first met. So embarrassing to think about now. Though he did just sit there like a lump at the time, he wouldn't talk with anyone in the room. He turned out to be a pretty nice guy. I think I'm lucky that I'm working with him. Yay! More time passes. It's funny, even just thinking about Sveta helps me get through my work. I think it's time for a coffee break. It was funny when she accidentally added salt instead of sugar to her tea. Then she was caught away and forgot about it. And then some guy came along, couldn't be bothered to make his own and drank it. That look on his face was priceless. Phew, Vlad would probably be having a coffee break right about now. That's not a bad idea, I'll get one too. When Vlad's around, he always asks if I want one too when he's making one. You can tell that he's a bachelor though. He's forgetting to wash his mug and doesn't care if his tea gets cold and still drinks it. He's funny like that. I don't care if my tea gets cold, I'm drinking that. Why waste it? And when he dropped that dirty teaspoon on that witch of a secretary, oh how she screamed, serves her right. Dirty teaspoon? What's so dirty about it? Ellipses. I can do this. I can do this. I'll get this project done. I'll get this project done. I've dealt with worse. I've dealt with worse. I... Both fall asleep right next to their computers. Day 7, Sunday. Sveta, you asked me about the options yesterday. Well, I think I've come up with something. Continuing to work at our current pace isn't going to work. So we're just going to take it easy, relax, have fun. Then this evening we can get back to work completely refreshed. Well, now, Rambo, aren't you all gung-ho today? And what do you suggest that we do to relax then? Knowing you, it's something to do on the computer.
Well, normally, yeah, maybe. But I read up on the interwebs that there's a town not too far away that has this great living history village set up.
Ooh! On their webpage, they had all these images of reenacted historical cavalry battles and defenders holding the walls of a stone fortress in this big siege. They even have all these people dressed up and reciting lines of famous people from the last war. That's it in a nutshell. So, what do you say? Should we go? That's not a bad idea. Do you want to book a tour through an agency and take a bus there?
No. That'll take all the fun out of it. We can just head down there on our own.
So are you suggesting we take a bike ride down there in the middle of winter? Or we prefer we could walk there? Either way, it should only take a couple of weeks if we go now.
Couple of weeks, huh? Hey, no one said we'd be going on foot. I bought a car a few months ago, so we can use that.
A car? I had no idea you had one.
Well, yeah, I've had to drop everything and travel to work sites on demand in the past, so that's why I bought it. The car's older than I am, though. I don't use it much and walk everywhere instead.
Are you sure that it'll even start?
Of course it will. I call the car my swallow. What? It's in perfect condition. Hopefully.
Hopefully?
Well, like I said, I don't use it much. I don't know. I don't even know if it has gas. I don't know how I got here. Always driving a car everywhere means it needs constant service. That takes up a lot of money and time. I don't travel much these days, so I prefer walking, but I make sure I keep the car well maintained.
Okay then, show me this swallow of yours.
That innuendo on the street. Rome, look at my car, it's a blue. Is it blue? Blue.
Are you calling this clunker a swallow?
There, you see? You've already completely forgotten about work and are more worried about my car. Breaking down the middle of the desert. God, great. Or the ocean.
Oh no, I will not sit in that thing.
Why?
It's old. It looks like it's going to fall apart. And when was the last time you even cleaned it?
That's the car definitely won't fall apart. I promise. Sure looks old, but it's never let me down.
Well, if you say so. Okay, what have we got to lose? Let's go.
On the road.
Oh. You know, maybe this isn't so bad after all. This car of yours might look a bit clumsy, but the ride is quite smooth. The heater works well. It's so warm in here, you wouldn't think it's winter. This is so much better than going by bus. The buses are terrible, noisy, smelly, surrounded by strangers you get crowded in. It's just the two of us here in the car, and we're free to go wherever and do whatever we choose. Much better than the bus.
And that's not all. We've got all the comforts of modern living. Even when on the road, here you go. Have a thermos of warm coffee.
Oh, super, thank you.
On the tour in another city. Here our invaders were getting ready to retreat. We had already almost lost the battle, but managed to create a tipping point at the cost of enormous effort. Then a group of only 3 people made for the whole battle more than all the others put together.
Wow, turns out you're pretty smart. How do you know all this? Are you interested in history?
No, I just pass a lot of time playing the shooter Doll of Cootie. Oh, the Doll of Cooties, guys.
What a horror.
Those houses? Yes. Oh, here was that situation like that, like in that TV series. Well, like when the muchacho tells how his leg in the war cut off. Wait. Oh, got cut off. I was like, what?
Not cut off, but blown up by a shell. It's a very sad story in general.
Yeah, sad. It made me cry a lot when he tried to get up and you could see his foot.
You don't understand anything. It was a very dramatic moment.
Oh, I can't handle drama. Ha ha ha. They should learn to shoot better.
Alright, you crossed the line. Hold on.
Hey, what are you doing? Stop immediately.
No, stop and accept the punishment like a man. You can't be so insensitive to the tragic moments.
Whoa, hey, I'm sensitive, okay? You calm your tatas there, okay? I'm sensitive. What is that, a frying pan? Well, I don't. The mama will be trying to hit me on the forehead with that frying pan. Why do you have that? By the way, where did you get it? Just a couple of minutes ago, there was a pan in your hands. Yeah, I'm a little, I'm trying to figure that out too.
Don't you know that a girl's handbag is really bottomless? That it can have a lot of useful things?
Why would you be carrying a...
Why? A frying pan, of all things. A baseball bat, yeah. A golf club, yeah. You know, why a frying pan? Anyway, don't change the subject. Better get over here now. You're not going to fight? I will. Yeah, I'm no fool. If I come over there, you'll beat on me, so I won't go. Oh, yes, you will. You'll get it even worse if you don't. Nope. Ah, well. Okay. And then we're at the hospital. Wait, no, is this an art museum? Art class? Drawing class? It's an easel. Wow, see what a picture. I remember this place is the Great Battle. It was a battle of our great ancestors. A long time of peace and prosperity came just after that battle. What, again, Doll of Cutie? No, those are only about modern wars. So where is it, really, after all? Where did you read it? No, I don't play just Doll of Cutie. There are a lot of historical games too. I especially love the strategies. Like Pastar Draft. Hope you guys know what I'm trying to say there. I was thinking better about you. What is this? This is a store. I think it's a store. Wow, this cafe still exists. Let's go in. It doesn't look like it's very decent. What do you mean? This is the best place in town. What? Again, something seen in games you played enough? And now you tell me a story that during the time of the Stone Age, quirky local businessmen entertained the people with a mammoth show? How did you know? Is that what you think about me? I'm not only playing computer games. Yeah, you also watched movies and TV shows. I know. Past. Nothing like this. I was personally in this cafe many years ago. I even remember the name was Tavern. Wow, that is something new. Well, let's go in. You tell us what the wind brought you here. At the same time, tell me why this cafe has such a strange name. In the cafe. Okay, I was trying to see why it was red and yellow. Like you know what restaurant. You guessed right. Oddly enough, this place is actually historical. Our people ate here for more than 100 years. Also, they have the most delicious tea in the world. That quirky new owner came up with the name to show the historicity of the place. Is that an actual word? How do you know so much about this place? And how did you get here the last time? Oh, it's a long story. I was very young then, only just recently started freelancing. And then I got the customer who I certainly would like to meet personally. He didn't really need a freelance order as much as a drinking buddy. I did not know and arrived here in the official style almost the only time in my life in a jacket. The first and last time in my life I did such a stupid thing. What stupid thing? Me with a stranger in another city? No, I put on a jacket. That's what's really stupid. You were in a jacket all week in the bank. It was very difficult for me. The man was good, sociable. He didn't drink a lot. He told me a lot of things about this place. I remember it clearly. This was my first serious order. Wow. Oh, that's why you remember it clearly. You talked about the tea. From where do you know about it? You drank alcohol with that man that time, not tea? Well, I almost didn't even drink with the habit. I felt bad. It was stuffy. The man noticed my condition and told me about the magic loco tea. All my pain vanished after that tea. Magic loco tea. What kind of tea is that, people? What kind of tea is that? All the pain just vanished after that tea. So we diverged quite healthy, happy life and ready for productive work. That man paid for all the work honestly, indirectly. Your life is so interesting. I'm stuck in a bank and can't get out. I can't see the daylight because of work. What about friends? Well, I'm an unsociable computer homebody. You're a girl though, you must have a bunch of friends. Yeah, but all this bunch are only just nodding acquaintances. Everyone only cares about themselves and communicates with each other only to boast of their successes. Oh, that's so sad. I didn't think it would be so. To be honest, it's not very often I was in cafes. I just want to go home after work. And I'm usually too busy on the weekends. We worked almost a week in a cafe. This is my longest cafe's marathon. Wow, it turns out that my life isn't so bad. At the very least, I meet with customers or do any small jobs and I regularly go out of the house. Yeah, still, it's a completely different thing to sit in a cafe on the case because of the work, to when it's just for fun. At the same time, telling all sorts of interesting stories, not straining and getting to enjoy savoring the world's best tea.
Tea! Tea! On the way back.
Oh, Vlad, see what a cute snow meadow. Come on, let's go.
What for? We're already going home.
What do you mean, why? It is cute. Come on.
Well, if you say so. Okay. On the meadow.
And in the summer, there are certainly many mushrooms. I was a child. Was very fond of them in the woods to walk parents. Sorry, rarely succeed.
What? Whew. Ew, I need to drive more often, even in hard winter times. That sentence did not make any sense before the other sentence I read. I don't have the habit of driving often. Hope Sveta won't notice.
Oh, there are the nests on the trees and squirrels. What a snow pure luck, plain, untouched by man.
In fact, it's not plain but a forest.
Aw, don't find foreign words. All the same, it's cool. Yahoo!
Okay. Well, weirdo.
Yo, in my childhood, there was a story about forest. Don't believe it? Hee hee. Listen.
Well, finally Sveta relaxed. It turns out she has a lovely smile. Not the one that is automatically tension in the bank, namely when she is sincere and her smile comes from the heart. There are hundreds of those funny stories from childhood everyone has, but everyone has their own, the most sincere stories.
What are you standing there with a vulgar smile for? Catch a snowball.
Whoa, that's a big snowball. Achievement unlocked for ellipses. It's blank achievement. Day 8, Monday, project completion day. Oh, did we actually finish the project? Wow, all the conditions have been met? Well, you do know that everything can be taken into account immediately and there are many factors still unaccounted for. I don't know. We have everything spelled out in the contract, what it does say for this situation.
It says that the contract will be canceled at the fault of our party on any claims. Completed work remains the property of the bank as compensation for lost revenue due to lost time. So you can see that we have tried as best we could. If the volume work was exactly what we had planned for, we would have completed everything. How could we know the papers would have so many crosslinks?
Why are you telling me this? The contract is concluded. It's not my fault that you can't properly assess the scope of work. You agreed that a week is enough time to accomplish the task and enforce you. Kindly be responsible for your decisions. But how is it? After all, we did the basic pages and transferred the most important documents in electronic form. And many minor, we didn't have time to do support pages, which are hard to find even as references. Who said it would be easy? What is written in the contract? What do you have to do to handle absolutely all the cross-links? You said yourself that there is no connection with some auxiliary pages, so this contract item is not executed. Now, in accordance with paragraph 13.7 of the contract, all the developments are moving to the ownership of the bank for free. I want to remind you that the contract was notarized, and even if you go to court, you will get nothing. The court will be on the side of the bank.
This contract is dishonest. Under this contract, workers don't have any rights or opportunities. Even force majeure cases are always spelled out only in favor of the bank.
Who prevented you from not doing the task at all? Made you sign the contract or even from revising it before signing? It's too late to change anything. What's going on here? We have done the work. Why don't you want to pay? I told you clearly what is going on, and you know I'm right from a legal point of view. How so? You understand us too, not as a human being. As a human being or not, what's the difference? The question money, and I can't pay nothing. Here it means, Understood. Maybe we can still try to negotiate. That's the question I've waited for. It wouldn't be profitable to leave behind the piss programmers of my own site. So I have a suggestion. The contract still isn't fulfilled, and let it officially remain so. I privately pay 50% of the pledged amount and get your completed work. Do you agree?
But, I could try to reject, but it's long since been decided, hasn't it?
Exactly, that's the best I can offer. Okay, I agree. Half is better than nothing, but I won't support the product. Well, agreed. Here's an envelope with your money. Don't let me detain you any longer. See? He had it planned all along. Later in the bank.
Why did you agree? We did all the work except for the unexpected. We had to demand the full amount.
Sveta,
I have met with these types of customers before. It's good that he paid at all. He could have made even more demands of us. Come on, these types? Yes, we are paid a minimum wage for working here, and it's almost impossible to get the minimum. But they always issue our paychecks on time. It's for the same reason. He's terribly greedy for money, but didn't want to give that as a real reason or we could sue. A sly fox, that one, as slippery as a slug. Ew. Yeah, what do we do now? Like what? I'm going home and I'll never return to this bank. Well, let me help you pack. Oh, I don't have anything to collect. I just stroll along through the bank and say goodbye to people. Good. Hey. What? Nothing. Good luck. Thank you. You also keep in touch. In an hour. Vlad, stop. Sveta, what have you gone now? Why are you still hanging around when you have all that work to do? Yeah, but you're already leaving? Yes, what did you want? Here. Commandante cactus. Take it, please. How come? Is he yours? He is yours and it will protect you? It will be. Only please hold on to it at your house for a while. I have a lot of jobs now, so I'll come home late at night. Not sure I can keep it very well. But I certainly will deal with everything. Take back the cactus and we'll be a good housekeeper for it. Will you take it? Okay, just don't forget to pick it up. Agreed. Ellipses. After a few days. Wow, how cool it is to finally get some sleep. Not in a hurry. Super! I wonder how Sveta is doing. Ellipses. Few more days. Ahem. The diet of dumplings obviously didn't go in my favor. But when I worked in the bank, they all fed me. Someone would treat with a bun, a piece of candy, or sometimes something to drink. Sveta even brought us soup once. Yay! Tomato soup? I hate soup. Oh. Never mind. Their soup was really delicious. Few more days. Oh, I haven't tuned my operation system for a long time. There is so much trash. It's such a horror. It's urgent that I fix everything right now. Do you agree, Commandante? Nice to know that you always support me, buddy. Almost like Sveta. Oh, after a few days. Oh, Sveta, hello. How are you? I quit my job. What? Why? Providence, maybe? Once I saw that what kind of person my boss was and looked to my friends at this bank. It just looked the other way. All the great people who only care about themselves and their own advantage. If I stayed with them, I'd soon end up just like them. Wow, what a bold step. Ooh. Aw, she's happy. You know, Vlad, thank you so much for everything. We've been through a lot. There was grief and joy, problems with work in the end. Only you know what? I have learned to enjoy life again. Our trip showed me a lot of things. And all week working with you was like a breath of fresh air in the realm of gray sadness. So thanks to you, I can smile with all my heart and soul again. Aww. Really? I didn't do anything. But I'm sincerely happy for you, Sveta. After all, you told me that we need to move forward and do something. You're doing fine. By the way, Commandante Cactus turned very green somehow. Turned green? Vlad, are you okay? This is a cactus. It should be green. In the sense that the poor fellow is now ill. Mistress in all duties completely forgot about him. Give you a check-in on him this evening. I'll give you tea with chocolate. Wow, so this is how it is? Let me think. Milk chocolate? Of course, for you, Svetlana, only the best. Well, Mr. Wizard Magician, you talked me into it. The end! Wait, what? The end? Huh. Well, apparently, it's the end. Huh. That was a long visual novel. Or a short one, compared to actual visual novels that are super long. And I like how it was done in C. I really do. It was really good. I actually liked it, like how the style is. If I had just moved back far away, not near the mic, super far away, probably to the other side of, to someone else's house, I could probably see this in an awesome picture. But I like the style. I like how it is. Like you can really tell what is what, and that's done really well. I'm pretty sure the developer really put a lot of time into, each and every letter, each box just to make it look really nice, and I appreciate that a lot. That's awesome. There were a few errors in the words. There's some grammar errors. There's some syntax errors, and yeah, I think those need just a little fixing up. But it's not really a big deal breaker from the story that it was telling you. Like at the end, you know, it's always good to be optimistic. Do what you want to do, and do it. And you know, that's what I'm doing right now, is doing something that I love to do, and that's YouTube and interacting with you guys, talking to you guys, and just making these videos. And that's what I love to do, and I'm just so happy doing that. And I think this story is telling you to be optimistic. Be optimistic about people. Don't judge people too quickly, and you know, be there for your friends. There's always someone out there that will be there for you. You just have to find them. And if you have already, then that's awesome. So, oh man, I would definitely recommend this game that you can get for someone. And oh man, that's actually pretty good. It's a good game, and I just love this style. This different style that I've never really seen for a long time. Woo! I have destroyed my voice box with that boss's voice, but I pulled through, guys. So the link will be down below again to their Steam store page. So if you guys enjoyed Winter Novel, then please slime that like button and subscribe down below for more awesome videos. Thank you everybody for watching this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! I see it, the light and explosion thing. That's so cool. You can combine weapon moves? Oh, this is nothing like Boku no Pico.